Hey everyone, this is Sage Clements from Sage Knows IT. Today I'm excited that I get to do my first review of the JBL Endurance Sprint. Um, very excited. Before we get into the review itself, please like, subscribe to this channel. Please visit us at sageknowsit.com. We have a lot of great content there, along with other reviews, views for small business, if you're a small business owner, as well as my personal journey, blog journeys into, probably should rephrase that differently, but my journey into obtaining my CISSP certification coming up there. So if that's something that you're interested in, please feel free to support there. Got a lot of free tools available too, for business owners as well as IT professionals. So check us out, www.sageknowsit.com. Greatly appreciate it. Um, Today we will be talking about the JBL Endurance Sprint. Now I picked these things up because I'm going to be running a marathon in October, raising money for mental illness awareness. For me, I needed a good, solid pair of running headphones as I was, going in there. And when you're, for me, some of the things that I want is I want to make sure that it's durable. I want to make sure that it's inexpensive. Something that's affordable. And I don't want it to be able to slide off when I'm running. That's also something that I just don't like in headphones if they just kind of run off. So my marathon run is in October. I've had these for about 4 or 5 weeks now. So I felt like after 30 days it would be a good opportunity to go ahead and do a full review on this. So here we go. So first thing out of the box, looking at it, I absolutely love it. I love the cord. It's not too long. It's not too short. I love the fact that I can just put it in my ear and it doesn't move at all. It's very steady when I move my head. I could run around. Looks perfectly fine in my ear. Not a lot of resistance when I'm running. And I also like it that when I run, I can tuck it into my shirt and I can still move to the left or the right with no issues. So absolutely love that aspect of it. I will say that out of the box though, I do what I call the dummy test. If I can launch these things to full functionality, out of the box, that's a win for me. But and the design, I love the design too as well. But one of the things is that when right out of the box, I was thinking that hey, maybe on the left side I can power it on. I'm literally here for 3 to 5 minutes trying to power it on, and I couldn't. So I'm trying to figure out what was going on. I felt like the right side was a little heavier, so maybe I went to the right side to figure it out. So the right side itself actually has all of the controls to it. But the one thing that I just um, it just there's no markings or any type of signia on it whatsoever that says that hey, this is where you power it on, this is where you turn it up, turn it down, fast forward. There's nothing in there whatsoever, so it's just very confusing. At some point, I actually thought that maybe right here, it looks like there's a play button right there. It's kind of hard to see here, but it's actually the logo for JBL, so that didn't work itself. So out of the box, very difficult to figure out without going into your manual. So for me, that's kind of a downer. So, but once you start playing around with it, one of the going into the pros of these things, very easy to pair together once you figure it out. You do a long hold on the right. Any action that you do is going to be on the right side of your headphones, and on the back of it will actually you have a R for right. Let's see if it comes into focus there. And on the left side, there's a right there. The left side actually has the L for left. Um, so there's that. Um, But it very easy to repair to pair to other devices, to your phone. If you have a smartwatch, you can do that as well. Um, Works very very well as well with Bluetooth devices like or my smartwatch is what I use to control my my phone itself, but there's no clashing in between the Bluetooth devices, which I absolutely love. I like the fact that this thing um, was only $40. Sorry, it was $50, 49.99 at um, my local sports store. So I absolutely love that. They're very inexpensive. A little. You can actually get these things at or these headphones. Sorry about that. You can actually get these headphones at on Amazon rather for $40, 39.99. So if you, I dropped a link in the bio if you want to check those out. It's an affiliate link there, so just go ahead and click on that, and you can get a pair of these. They actually have them in different colors. Unfortunately, at my store, they only had it in charcoal black, which is perfectly fine. I wish they had it in a purple to kind of fit my theme, but you know, charcoal black is perfectly fine. It's just an aesthetic, anyways. So um, it's perfect. The little earbuds in the package, it comes with 4 or 5 different earbuds to kind of fit the lobe of your ear. So perfectly fine. They're very comfortable. They don't irritate at all. I do like the fact that I can tuck the cord inside of my shirt and have one in my ear. My only recommendation is that if you're going to take off one earpiece, take off the one on the left and not the one on the right, because the one on the right, I'll tell you when we get into the con section, but you just trust me. Take the one off on the left, tuck it in so that way when you're running it doesn't fall. So that will there. As far as the battery life is, I love it. The box advertises it as 9 hour battery life on there, but it's actually better than that. I've had these things on for maybe 2 days, and the battery is perfectly fine. Uses a USB-C cable to do the charging on it. I don't like the fact that they don't come with like an actual power adapter with it, but that's kind of standard nowadays with most electronic devices. Um, I guess they're trying to save money, and I get it to keep the cost down, but it's just kind of a pet peeve I have. Actually, it's on the right side, the connection there, so you can see it there, USB C. So what you can do is just plug this thing into like your entertainment system, like for me, PlayStation or Xbox, and then just charge it when you're not using it. That way, it's fully charged when you're gonna use it the next day or whatnot. So like that. Um, I ran these through the Slipknot test, and if you guys don't know what the Slipknot test is, the Slipknot test is when um, my favorite band is Slipknot. One of my favorite songs is Left Behind, and to me that is the standard. If my headphones can play um, the first 30 seconds of Left Behind without any degradation or buzzing sound whatsoever, and it utilizes the monotone for the first 30 seconds because the if you haven't ever heard the song, the first 30 seconds it plays the guitar riffs and the drums in one ear for like 10 seconds, and then the remaining 10 seconds it plays it in the other ear, and then they kind of come together as a full band. So I absolutely love that aspect of it. So um, it plays it perfectly fine. It passes the Slipknot test, and absolutely love it. Great sound quality. It picks. You can actually use it to accept phone calls. Phone. It sounds perfectly fine. It's like if you're right here. It perfectly works. So it doubles as a microphone for your phone too. So who knows? Good stuff. Whatever you want to use it for. The other thing is going into the cons. I was telling you earlier about when you're putting this thing in your ear, that you always want to keep the right side in and keep the left side kind of down if you're not wanting to take both of them off. The reason being is that the controls are very, very hypersensitive. One of the things that I don't really like about this thing here is it can't tell the difference between it being on a surface or whether it's being in your on your hand. And some Bluetooth devices do it very, very well. This one, in my opinion, doesn't. So a lot of times, if you have it down or on the surface, or like I put this down in my car while I'm driving, and sometimes when I hit bumps, it'll pick up the vibrations, and it will actually stop the audio or fast forward the YouTube video that I'm listening to. Um, it does those things, and I don't like it. It's kind of annoying. So either power it down when you're not using it, if it's on if your phone's paired or your other device is paired to it, or just keep the left one. I'm sorry, no, keep the right one in your ear and keep the left one down if you need to use it. So the other issue that I had is the connection intermittently drops when you're using it. Sometimes I've noticed that when I have my phone in my armband when I'm running and my arms are down and I'm like walking, I noticed that the sound or the sound just drops. The Bluetooth sound drops. Now, at first, I thought that um, maybe it was because I'm streaming music. So I decided to kind of use the hard drive, the music that I have saved to the hard drive, and it was doing the same exact thing. So from that perspective of it, I didn't like that too much. But for the most part, it works perfectly fine if you have your arms up when you're running, which is important because when you're doing a marathon, sometimes you have to pace down so that you can kind of conserve energy. And when you do that and you hear the it doesn't sound good. It kind of gets irritating at times. So that's the one thing that I can change is it's that. I'm not sure if if you can upgrade the firmware on this thing. It's probably something else I want to go ahead and investigate, and maybe the updating the firmware will actually fix that. So um, if if it gets better, if I find out that you can do that and it gets better, I will edit this video and let you guys know that it worked for me. So from a price point perspective, I told you guys earlier, I purchased these in the store for $50. It was $49.99. Amazon had it cheaper for $39.99. So link in the bio. I actually probably recommend getting it off of Amazon anyways, only because you have different assorted colors that are available. When you go into the store, they usually maybe have one or two. So it's unfortunate, but if you just want to get a pair, just to get a pair, and you want to save some money, just go onto Amazon, use our affiliate link, or use my affiliate link rather in the bio. Get you a pair of these, and they should work. Um, so that's that. So my rating for the JBL Endurance Sprint, um, I give these a 4 out of 5. Um, that for all of the cons that I had for it, I think that it's pretty small in comparison to the overall quality. It's a pretty good deal for 40 or $50 pair of Bluetooth earphones, especially when the market has these for like 120, $150. Very, very good, very, very affordable. I am looking forward to using these when I do my review. I'm sorry, my marathon run in October. And it's good. It's sleek. It's good stuff. So good job, JBL. I like JBL quality overall, most for their products. Um, but yeah, just go ahead and pick it up. So if you have a pair of these, please feel free in the comments section to let me know what your thoughts were, how you like them, what you don't like about them. Would you refer these to a friend? Let me know that. And in what capacity did you use it for? I use it for mowing the lawn. It sounds perfectly fine. Don't have that many issues with it, but you might have a different experience with it, and I would love to hear from you there. So if you want to hear from, if you want to contact us, hit us up at www.sagenotesit.com. Would love to hear from you. Got a lot of great quality content there, as well as some free digital content for small business owners, as well as some great blog articles, again, going over my CISSP. Plan on doing more of these types of reviews as well. So if there is a product that you want me to review, please feel free to drop it into the comment section as well. I'll be more than happy to do one in the future. So thank you so much for joining the stream or the video or watching it on demand. I greatly appreciate it, and have a wonderful day.